Good evening, everybody. We're in Rhyl, in North Wales, and this is Rhyl Folk Club, the oldest folk club in Wales, and one of the oldest in the UK. I'm standing in for John. I'm sitting in for John. John's missing because he's moved house. Boo hiss, he's moved to Cheshire, where he won't be the richest man around. There'll be plenty of millionaires around him. So we all wish him the best of luck, and Leslie too, of course. They have had a little hiccup with their move. They got the keys yesterday, but then they were told that the man delivering their furniture had had a positive COVID test, and that all of their furniture was in a van that wouldn't now be arriving for another 10 days. But I think John grabbed Leslie's phone and swore at people, and now somebody else is driving the van tomorrow morning. So this should have been their first night in their new home. As it is, they're in a hotel in Tarporley, a very nice hotel. Not, as Edna suggested, the Grosvenor in Chester with the toffs and afternoon tea costing a bleeding fortune. So there we are, there's the intro. We're going to go. We've got a good motley crew of people available this evening to sing and to recite and so on. And I've never heard Helen and Mike sounding so good, I can tell you. It'll be a change for them not to be slagged off. I have a song. I used to do it a long time ago, and I've wiggled with the words around. It's the folk process. You may know it, the sheaving song or the shearing song. The shearing's not for you, my bonny lassie o. And sheaving and shearing, I may get confused between the two. It does mean the same thing. Shearing wasn't anything to do with sheep. It was to do with harvesting the corn. And it was women's work until the mid-19th century, so Wikipedia tells me. And the song's got a great chorus. It's one of those songs, it's a very sad song in places, and very bad, politically bad song, but with a great tune. So here we go. Oh, the shearing's not for you, my bonny lassie, oh. The shearing's not for you, my bonny lassie, oh. The shearing's not for you, for your back it will not bow. And your belly's rolling full, my bonny lassie, oh. That's the chorus. It was in the month of May, my bonny lassie, oh. It was in the month of May, my bonny lassie, oh. It was in the month of May, when the flowers were so gay, and the lambs did sport and play, my bonny lassie, oh. And the shearing's not for you, my bonny lassie, oh. The shearing's not for you, my bonny lassie, oh. The shearing's not for you, for your back it will not bow. And your belly's rolling full, my bonny lassie, oh. A little Scottish accent may creep in, and I apologise in advance. Do you mind on yonder hill, my bonny laddie, oh? Do you mind on yonder hill, my bonny laddie, oh? Do you mind on yonder hill, where you swore you wouldn't kill? If you did not have your will, my bonny laddie, oh. The shearing's not for you, my bonny lassie, oh. The shearing's not for you, my bonny lassie, oh. The shearing's not for you, for your back it will not bow. And your belly's rolling full, my bonny lassie, oh. Do you mind the banks of Ayr, my bonny laddie, oh? Do you mind the banks of Ayr, my bonny laddie, oh? Do you mind the banks of Ayr, where you left me in despair? And you did not give a care, my bonny laddie, oh. The shearing's not for you, my bonny laddie. Come on! Oh, the shearing's not for you, my bonny laddie, oh. The shearing's not for you, for your back it will not bow. And your belly's rolling full, my bonny laddie, oh. So you had your wicked way, my bonny laddie, oh. You had your wicked way, my bonny laddie, oh. You had your wicked way when you rolled me in the hay. And I've come to rue the day, my bonny laddie, oh. The shearing's not for you, my bonny laddie, oh. The shearing's not for you, my bonny lassie, oh. The shearing's not for you, for your back it will not bow. And your belly's rolling full, my bonny lassie, oh. So do you hear the pipes that play, my bonny lassie, oh? You hear the pipes that play, my bonny lassie, oh? How sweet the pipes do play for the troops to march away. So it's here I cannot stay, my bonny lassie, oh. The shearing's not for you, my bonny lassie, oh. The shearing's not for you, my bonny lassie, oh. The shearing's not for you, oh, your back it will not bow. And your belly's rolling full, my bonny lassie, oh. And your belly's rolling full. Telegraph. My bonny lassie, oh. There we are.
Similar words to Corn Rigs, Robbie Burns, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and I'd swap.
Bowling in the Corn Rigs again, the same old story.
Yeah, there were a lot of nasty words in a couple of verses. So, being a modern man, I thought I would take some of the nastiness out of it, but the story's the same. Soldier arrives. Bear in mind, all the local lads were scruffs. They weren't smart lads like me. They were all scruffs. And then these guys arrived in uniform, blues and reds and brass buttons. No wonder the girls were impressed. And of course the soldiers, being wily, would set a snare, and then the girl would be left with a babby on the way, and the soldier would march away. And that's a regular story in folk music, isn't it? Enough of this. We now have our welcome guests, Brian and Sue, are girding their loins. They look like their loins are girded. And give me a nod if your girns are loided.
Really, no.
And so we'll pass you on to Brian and Sue. And for those who've just joined us, John Shepherd has moved house and he's not available this evening because of a positive COVID scare, but not him, the driver of the van. Oh, hello, Jeff. Hello. Jeff's joined us. Are you going to sing for us, Jeff? Good man. Of course you are. Right, then we'll put you in between. Oh, John Roberts has got in amongst there. Where's Carl? There we are. We'll move Carl along there. And we'll put you on after Carl, if that's all right, Jeff. You've got a little while to wait. So don't forget your original sound button. And next is Brian and Sue. What am I waffling on about? Mute me. Margaret, mute me. No, I'll do it myself.
Oh, missed the last bit then.
Right, thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
We all seem to be starting with a Dougie MacLean song because I think we sing a few of them, and this is another one. You might not know this one. It's called She Will Find Me. He walks, he does not run. He has no overwhelming need to fly. His heart remains unbroken. No need to search the sky. Me, I've never found that place. I wander recklessly, but I know that she will find me. I know that she will find me even if I vanish without trace. Oh, and though I'm running blindly, I know that she will find me, hiding with the shadows that I chase. No one can rock his boat or make standing waves upon his sea. Everything is calm and even, steady, safe as it should be. Me, I've never found that place. I wander recklessly, but I know that she will find me. I know that she will find me, even if I vanish without trace. Oh, and though I'm running blindly, I know that she will find me, hiding with the shadows that I chase. Sometimes we search too deep, that's when the darkness feeds our fear. We turn away from one another, just in case we get too near. Me, I stand this mountain top, I shout so she can hear, but I know that she will find me. I know that she will find me, even if I vanish without trace. Oh, and though I'm running blindly, I know that she will find me, hiding with the shadows that I chase. And I know that she will find me, I know that she will find me, even if I vanish without trace. Oh, and though I'm running blindly, I know that she will find me, hiding with the shadows that I chase.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
That's reflective music in my. That's the mood of that. I want a hot bath with Radox and candles all around, and that sort of music playing, so that I can just relax.
Yeah, but not on Zoom, Alan, please.
No,
Yeah.
no. I
Remember
promise.
to knock the video off.
No, that's fair enough. Now, Margaret, I just to say, I made you host when I left the meeting. Would you mind making me co-host or host? Just right-click on my window on my Muppet box. I can't mute anybody. I've lost my powers.
She's
If
doing
you
the
right
damn
click
good
on my
job.
window.
Unmute everyone.
No. Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to leave Margaret and Mike in charge of muting people. Can you try and remember to mute yourselves during the songs, please? By all means, unmute for rapid applause. That was delightful, Brian and Sue. And
Thank you.
the guitar is the setting for the song, and it's the vehicle for the words to drift along, and it was delightful.
It's very like Down Too Deep.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the same guy, isn't it? And it's just a lovely song, yeah. Lovely, reflective songs. Talking of reflective and talking of delightful, here's Mike Hawkins.
Oh, thank you very much. This is a song called "There Is a Ship," or various other titles, but it's about a love affair that doesn't go quite right. There is a ship. There is a ship, and she sails the sea. She loaded deep as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I'm in. I know not if I sink or swim. I lean my back against an oak. I thought it was a trusty tree, but first it bent and then it broke, just as my love proved false to me. Oh, love is gentle and love is kind, like the sweetest flower when first is new. But love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. The water is wide, I cannot get old, neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and we shall row, my love and I. There is a ship, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I'm in. I know not if I sink or swim. I know not if I sink or swim.
Lovely, Mike.
Very nice. And thank you for the telegraphed ending, Michael. That's what we want from everybody. Double
That was
chorus.
beautiful.
Oh, hang on. What's happened here now?
Sorry, Alan.
Miss Sue.
Sorry to butt in. I think when John was around, people like Brian and Sue got
two.
to do
Goodness
two
knows what's happening here.
items.
Oh, we're fine.
Don't
Is that
worry,
right?
don't worry.
Okay.
No, we're fine. Oh, Alan's gone.
Oh, we've lost
Oh,
him.
he didn't hear me anyway.
Oh, he's gone again. Well, if needs be, we can correct that next time round. But oh, he's back.
Oh, bless you.
Yes.
Having a
It's
tough
like
time.
it's like the gremlins are waiting in the wings.
Yeah,
and they just-
sorry,
they-
Alan. I'll just say what I said before. I think when John was doing it, he was letting people like Brian and Sue, when there was a couple
The
of
one with
them,
the orange-
do
orange
two
top.
things.
Right. Well, we'll give them two next time
Okay.
round. My apologies for that.
That's
we'll
fine.
get
Fine.
two next time.
Sorry to
Excellent.
butt in, Alan. Sorry.
Oh no, it's valuable stuff, David. Valuable stuff. It's very strange to have a conversation with you in English, but there we are.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, and Michael, that was delightful, and I want that when I get my bath and my candles. I want that to follow on Brian
My
and Sue's
God.
song. Yeah, remind me, Brian and Sue, you
I
get
feel
two
it.
next
You
time
will
round.
Folk Club
Remind
CD.
me. Yeah.
Everyone will be in the bath with Alan soon if you're not careful.
Oh, it's
New
well,
CD
lovely stuff.
coming on.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be short-lived, but it'll be fun.
Big.
Alan, what have
Yes,
you got
mate.
for us?
What have I got for you? I've got a Vin Garbutt song, one of my heroes. This is Beggar's Bridge. Brian and Sue might know it. It's a true story, based on a true story of a chap called Tom Ferris, who lived near. Is it Glaisdale, up near Whitby, on the River Esk. And he was a poor farmer's son, and he fell in love with a landowner's daughter called Agnes Richardson, I think. But obviously the father didn't want him to marry his daughter, so he went off and made his fortune at sea and came back 7 years later or whatever, and actually did marry her in the end. And part of the story is they were going to meet before he sailed away, but there was such a storm and the River Esk flooded and he couldn't cross the ford, so they couldn't meet before he left. But she promised to put a candle on her windowsill so that when he came back, he knew that she still was for him. Anyway, it's a true story, Beggar's Bridge. Queen Bess, she is leaving, and I must away to the north coast of France or the warships of Spain. But a candle till that time that I'm home again. On the sill of your window keep burning, on the sill of your window keep burning, to remind you the light of our love is as bright as the sun in the day, and the moon in the night. In the name of Tom Ferris, your treasure for life. Though your father he calls me a beggar, though your father he calls me a beggar, and I'll build you a bridge for all lovers to see as they pass by that way to the Cleveland Sea, and never again will an obstacle be in the form of a stormy Esk River, in the form of a stormy Esk River. Well, I'm leaving this evening, but not without calling to see the sunset on your crimson hair falling. A storm in the bay cannot cause such delay as to spoil our last moments together, as to spoil our last moments together. Well, a storm over Whitby's fair harbour did form on the waters of Esk. White horses were born, and the rain on Tom's cheek hid the sign of a storm, in the form of two hearts who were parting, in the form of two hearts who were parting. For 7 long years in the Atlantic Ocean, Tom served his queen with his every devotion, but to serve his own sweetheart with every emotion was the only notion he nurtured, was the only every notion he nurtured. Being a soldier of fortune, young Tom made his name. Fame and fortune were his. Then homeward he came, and he looked on the shoreline to search for that flame that would tell him his roving had ended. That would tell him his roving had ended. Then with arms open wide on the beach he espied lovely Agnes, her face full of smiles and a heart full of pride for the beggar who'd rather have died than to part with the heart of his darling, than to part with the heart of his darling. Being a soldier of fortune, young Tom made his stand. Of a father he asked for a heart and a hand, and the father agreed. There was none in this land quite so grand as the man he called beggar, quite so grand as the man he called beggar. So he built him a bridge for all lovers to see as they pass by that way to the Cleveland Sea, and never again will an obstacle be in the form of a stormy Esker River, in the form of a stormy Esker River, in the form of a stormy Esker River. Beggar's Bridge.
Smashing.
Well done, well sung. Well sung.
Even three beats in a bar there, driving on out.
It's always a risk of that song because it's quite a lot of verses, isn't it? And it's the line about with her arms open wide on a bridge spied, because it rolls, the lines roll together, and you've got to be careful on the timing on that. And normally it's risky because I normally muck it up.
I think you cope manfully. Have you got the worms in front of you?
No, I don't
well
use
done.
words ever. I can't use words.
You're probably the only person tonight. Oh no, I'm not going to say that. You may be the only person tonight not to have the words in front of them.
I won't sing in public or anything without. I can't use words.
I don't like it either. And sometime before very long, probably, I'm thinking a couple of months, going to be back into now with Face to Face. But at the moment, the sort of the feeling we have, the guidance we have from the people who run the place is very woolly. I'm on record as saying it's very woolly. And I can't imagine being on stage with a mask on my face.
No, nor can I.
No, and I can't imagine people in the audience having a sip of their gin and tonic and then putting the mask back on before they sing.
You have a sneeze guard in front of you, a glass screen. That's what you do.
You could. I've got an artist's impression of what the folk club will look like when we do move back, and there it is. Look, there's the artist's impression of what we will actually look like, and the fat lad in the middle is obviously me. I'm not sure who the other people are.
That's a bit complimentary.
Yeah, well, they are. So
I'm going to say it's more hair than he's got on that picture.
Two of them were acorns.
What were the showers for?
yeah,
Looks like there's two showers on there.
oh yeah. Oh, they're not showers. They're lights. Good grief.
They look like showers. I agree with that.
They do. Yeah, they look like showers. So they are a shower. It's a shower of people. There they are, a shower of people. That's the last you're going to get to look at that.
Oh, I see. They're lights. They're lights.
There we
Oh,
are.
it does look like
I like
They're floodlights. So, Alan, thank you very much for that song. Who wrote that one?
I think Ben Gubbert wrote it. Yeah, it's based on a true story, but he bent the rules to make out that when it was over, the father built the bridge. But actually, Tom Ferris himself built the bridge several years later, and it's a national ancient monument there. It's still there now.
I love songs with a narrative in them. You know, it's really good when they tell a story. So,
Yeah.
talking of telling stories,
If I thought Ferris could build a bridge, I would teach him. I reckon I would take up paddling. That's what I would do.
Can I just say I don't sound like that?
Margaret, Margaret is our novice muter this evening. She's co-host for the evening, and her job is to go around muting people who've forgotten to mute themselves during songs. And she's doing very, very well, but she missed Gaffer.
Well,
Quite a take. The song hadn't started.
He snuck up on me. He snuck up on me.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, the song hadn't started.
I cheated.
So technically, he's all right.
Sorry, but you can't sneak up and you're dressed like that, for God's sake.
Oh, no, well, with difficulty.
Yes,
Yeah. So we're over to Izzy now, and we've sorted Izzy's volume out, and we're hoping to have a real full blossoming voice there. A lovely sound it'll be, I'm sure. I shall mute myself. Over to you, Izzy.
Jeff would love to sort Izzy's volume out, but unfortunately he doesn't have the switch. Okay, I'll just get straight in and off we go. From this valley they say you are leaving. I will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are taking the sunshine that brightens my pathway a while. Come sit by my side, say you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy who loved you so true. I've been thinking a long time, my darling, of the sweet words you never would say. For alas, must my fond heart... Oh, I don't know whether that got that right. My fond hopes all vanish, for they say you are going away. Do you think of the valley you're leaving? Oh, how lonely, how dreary it will be. Do you think of the kind hearts you're breaking and the pain you are causing to me? They will bury me where you have wandered, near the hills where the daffodils grow. When you're gone from the Red River Valley, for I can't live without you, I know.
Yes,
Lovely.
And I still got it wrong.
Lovely. Lovely.
Oh,
Izzy,
dear.
it's always a gem. When you do choose to sing for us, it's always a gem. I'm not sucking up to people this evening.
You
I'm
suck
telling
as much as
the
you
truth.
like, love. Carry on, carry on.
Ah, that was lovely.
Thank you.
That tune's from another song. What's the song that tune's used on?
Red River Rock.
Da, 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 da,
It is the Red River Valley's the original, I think.
Red River
There you
Valley,
go.
yeah.
There you go.
Valley of Jarama's been used for.
I was once told that the tune is merely the vehicle for the words of the song to be communicated to the listening audience, and that put me in my place because I was busy doing too many twiddly bits at the time. And it was Ted Robshaw, for those that remember Ted Robshaw.
Whatever turn he won.
Ted said to me, "Too many twiddles, boy. Just remember the tune is merely the vehicle for the song." And I thought, ooh, that's put me in my box. Yeah. So
he was very theatrical, wasn't he?
Oh yes.
I love Ted.
Clean gloves was one of his favourite saying. Clean gloves. So over to David, and he's B-less. No B's there. Hello, B.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
There we are.
Yeah.
Hello, noswaith ti hefyd, yeah. Sut wyt ti heno? Ooh, they'll put her on the spot. Sut wyt ti heno?
Diane.
Oh, yeah. Standard Welsh answer. Iawn diolch. It'll get you in trouble depending on the question, but there we go. David, what have you got for us, David?
Well, why don't we do one so that everything's consistent in the first half, and maybe we'll do something else in the second half
So
to
you're
make
gonna
your
do
life a
one?
bit easier, Alan.
You're going to do one for us, are you, David? Do one.
I will do one at some point, but B's going to do one now.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, this is called Big Red Bus, probably with sincere apologies to Joni Mitchell. They stopped freedom of movement so they could take back control. Now they're taking our human rights, but that was always their goal. Don't it only go to show that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They stole our freedoms so they could take control. They've cut off Northern Ireland with a border in the Irish Sea. Now the Irish, Welsh and Scots will surely yearn to be free. So little England can stand alone with its blue passports and Her Majesty on the throne. They stole our freedom so they could take control. Hey, fishermen, fishermen, now British waters are all yours. Only trouble is, you can't sell your catch beyond these shores. But at least those thieving foreigners can't poach our British fish. They stole our freedom so they could take control. In 2016 they fed us a diet of lies and a big red bus promised dosh for the NHS. Now all the nurses know that wasn't right. All they get are hand claps 'cause the money's too tight. They stole our freedom so they could take control. They've sfaffed our billions on Tory cronies' trash. Seems for crooks and toadies there's always plenty of cash. Don't it only go to show that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They stole our freedoms so they could take control.
Very sorry, I was that Muppet. I was that Muppet that left myself unmuted.
Oh, dear. Alan.
Margaret didn't bother muting me. It's a terrible thing, isn't it? It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure available to you occasionally, Margaret, to mute me, to shut me up.
You actually showed up on my box as muted.
Fine. Sorry.
Alan, you actually showed up on my box as muted.
Oh.
I
showed up on your box.
You know what I mean. On your Muppet box, you were muted. Now, come on.
I think he secretly did it to catch you out, Margaret.
Go on, Margaret, go.
Yeah. Well done. Don't let the power go to your head.
Yeah, you let it go to your head, Margaret.
Yeah, come on, go on, let yourself go, Margaret. Come on, take control.
Yeah, go on,
It's a free
Margaret.
for. We could have 5 minutes of free for all here, couldn't we?
Yeah.
That was delightful. Gwenanen, which is the Welsh word for bee, which is for those of you that are not blessed. And that was delightful. I thought it was going to be a quote from 1984, George Orwell and stuff, and the big red bus. I wonder what history will say about the big red bus. So, as we move on to T Gwyn, we have a video from T Gwyn. I shall ask my friend Alan to share it with you. Alan, will you share T Gwyn's video? I certainly will. Thank you very much. Here we go. So if you'd like to mute yourselves, I'll do the same, and T Gwyn's video's coming up.
Along with the joy of being with you on a Friday night in the club, some cracking nights we've had, it must be said. It's one of the things that sustained me over these dark months. The other thing that sustains me is my yoga practice. I have a room where I get up very early in the morning and conduct the practice, and I gaze out of the window and watch the dawn breaking. And it brought to mind this poem. It's called Aurora Borealis. It's by Nestor Wynne Jones. Aurora Borealis. In swyl yw duwies y bore. Daw ar ei thaith yn droednoeth. Ymgripiau'n golwg a gwrydd ar ei gwryddiau. Gwel ei gwisg o swildod. Yn siglon blygiadau. Lafant gwyrlas rydd. Mewn rhyw feinwynt arallfydol. A'i gwen fel hydlaeth yn taro lle bu teyrnas y tywyllwch. Saif yn betrys, ei sandalau ac arnynt ddwy seren befr yn llac yn ei dwylo. Sefyll ar gyrion y dydd, ei gwallt yn tonni yn y gwynt. A'i dinweidrwydd yn llenwi'r wibren.
Innocence.
There you are.
Oh, Roberto.
Lovely.
It's a delightful poem. Her innocence filling the sky. I mean, I take it that the pace of it is not too fast for those watching the English words to pick up the meaning, and that's why we do it that way. Gwyn sends me his videos and the words, and I put it together with the rolling lyric, the words of the poem, and the difficulty is getting them to come up at just the right time when he's speaking the words. But to be fair, he does clevari, what's the word? He does recite at a very steady pace, I'm pleased to say. So thank you, Gwyn. That was delightful. A lovely poem. And we'll hear from Gwyn and his guitar in the second half. Something to look forward to. And his yoga. Will you do a couple of yoga positions will you do a lotus for us in the second half? That's grand. So, Helen and Mike, the Waitrose twins, here they are. You'll get no stick beyond that from me. John?
Well, I don't know if we can cope with compliments.
Well, no, trust me, John and Leslie will be popping in later. If
that's good.
If their 4G dongle works on their computer, they'll be popping in later.
Okay. Good.
He'll have saved up all his vitriol for you, I'm sure.
Look forward.
Over to you.
Just a thought for those who are going to share Alan's candle-surrounded bath. Just be very careful if you drop the pickled onions. The song is a Townes Van Zandt song. Also, it was sung by Don Williams, so you can guess that it's not going to be very folky. It's going to be a bit yee-haw. There's no stronger wind than the one that blows down a lonesome railroad line. No prettier sight than looking back on a town you left behind. There's nothing that's as real as the love that's in my mind. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. There's lots of things along the road I'd surely like to see. I'd like to lean into the wind and tell myself I'm free. But your softest whispers louder than the highways call to me. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. All the mountains and the rivers and the valleys can't compare to your blue-lit dancing eyes and yellow shining hair. I could never hit the open road and leave you lying there. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Lay your head back easy, love. Close your crying eyes. I'll be lying here beside you when the sun comes on the rise. I'll stay as long as the cuckoo wails and the lonesome blue jay cries. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while.
Yeah.
You know what you're going to get from Helen and Mike? And
Yeah,
you're going to
it
get
always
close
top class
harmony.
as well.
Top
class.
Alan. Yeah. Close harmony, and just now that guitar style, it reminiscent of the Carter family, in where the bass is playing a different role, and you get little bits of melody on the bass end of the guitar. Everybody thinks you play the melody on the twiddly bits on the top end, not necessarily. That was delightful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, I'll just step into John Shepherd's shoes for the moment and say, from the ridiculous to the sublime, we're passing on to Gaffer. And no offence, Helen and Michael, no offence, obviously. That'll come later when John logs in. So, Gaffer, what do you have for us? Something exciting, I'm sure, with that backdrop.
Well, that's just a little tribute to T. Gwyn. We used to have a very similar thing in Avonmouth Docks. It wasn't actually the Aurora Borealis, it was some sulphur coming out of a smokestack. But, I'm gonna sing a song I've sung a few times to this illustrious audience because they seem to like it. And I think the reason they like it is that it's only got one verse. Plus the refrain, which is the last 40 lines of the verse repeated. Or to put it another way, the first 40 lines of the verse repeated, but you may well remember is phrased differently. And I'm going to, in the second part, when I'm actually singing the refrain, I shall be giving you a presentation, an ethnomusicological presentation, which will, please the geographers amongst you, more than the historians. I think the historians have done too well out of me in the past. I was sailing up the Shannon to our nation's boggy heart, where north meets south and west meets with the east. Now clear the decks and trim the sails, screw down the hatch, they've promised gales, and keep the green flag always flying in the breeze. For when a sailor's off the leash, he's no good for man or beast. When we arrive, we let the sails down quick, lowered the anchor, lowered the boat, for the shore we swiftly rowed, for a sailor man will seldom miss a trick. We carried sheep, we carried hogs, we carried peat to fill the bogs, we carried wax for doing the hairs on ladies' legs. This fine cargo we ignored, and we left a lot on board, except some awfully tasty stuff in kegs. Then Alan Nick and Andy Mack, having half an eye for crack, started playing and a hoolie did begin, and in there wandered late Rimmer in a rare old state, and with gay abandon eagerly joined in. Michelle came with her uncle, Daring Carol came alone. There was another tree that came along in pairs, with a twinkle in their eye, grabbing kisses on the sly, going round a waggle in their derrieres. In skirts too long for dancing, they're as common as can be. They all scream as they are thrown around the floor. Each can't wait to plant her bum on a handy sailor chum, and three guesses what she plants it on there for. Meanwhile there's Pat behind the bar, uncorking bottles by the score, and fetching water for diluting the poteen. Sure, it takes a man with class to pour a double in a glass, with each arm around a different colleen. There were two women who could never keep their sticky hands off Trevor. Each would tip our hairy fiddler the wink. And two louts from off the boat chatted up Lucinda's goat, and all three of them was worse the wear for drink. Then Dennis hurt his ankle, Kenny lost a couple of teeth. You may only guess what happened to our ma, risking a life and risking limb. Our Rick and Jay both powered in, and you should have seen the carnage after that. Then a funny Cheshire dentist sang a song about his guts, dribbling Guinness down the curry on his vest. Then poor Pat ran out of drink, and myself ran out of ink. So I'll leave you to imagine all the rest. And now it's time for the educational part of the evening. It's an ethnomusicological, a very posh study. Sailing up the Shannon, the refrain, a very posh study of the refrain, discovered that it was 40 lines long. The words were the same as those of the verse, in the same order but differently phrased. In consequence, 36 extra words were discovered, each of which was the name of a traditional Irish county. Geographers and historians pointed out that there were only 32 counties. Mathematicians and statisticians pointed out that Kerry turned up 5 times, plus the 31 other counties, and there is your 36. I was sailing up the Shannon to our nation's boggy heart, where north meets south and west meets with the east. So clear the decks and trim the sails, screw down the hatch, they've promised gales, and keep the green flag always flying in the breeze. For when a sailor's off the leash, he's no good for man or beast. When we arrived, we let the sails down quick, lowered the anchor, lowered the boat for the shore. We swiftly rowed, for a sailor man will seldom miss a trick. We carried sheep, we carried hogs, we carried peat to fill the bogs, we carried Wexford doing the hairs on the ladies' legs. But this fine cargo we ignored, and we left the lot on board, except some awfully tasty stuff in kegs. Then Alan, Nick and Andy McCavin, half an eye for crack, started playing, and Hooley did begin. And in there wandered late Rimmer in a rare old state, and with Gaia and Donegal joined in. Michelle came with her uncle, daring Carol came alone. There was another tree that came along in pairs, with a twinkle in their eye, grassy kisses on the sly, going round a waggle in their derrieres in skirts too long for dancing. They're as common as can be. They all scream as they're to run around the floor. Each can't wait to plant his bum on a hand. The sailor chum, and he guesses what he plants it on there for. Meanwhile, there's Pat behind the bar, uncorking bottles by the score. I'll fetch in Waterford, a loot in the poteen. Sure, it takes a man with class to pour a double in a glass, with each arm around a different colleen. Ah, then Dennis hurt his ankle. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, back I have to go. I've jumped the gun. Ha ha! There were two women who could never keep their sticky hands off Trevor. Each would tip her airy fiddler the wink, while two louts from off the boat chatted up Lucinda's goat, and the three of them were worse the wear for drink. Now Dennis, then Dennis hurt his ankle, Kenny lost a couple of teeth. You may only guess what happened to our ma. Risking life and risking limb, Rick and Jay both powered in, and you should have seen the carnage after that. Then a prominent Cheshire dentist sang a song about his guts, dribbling Guinness down the Kerry on his vest. And then poor Pat ran out of ink, and myself ran out of ink, and I'll leave you to imagine all the rest. I telegraphed that one.
Oh, you did. I tell you what. For those who don't know, I mean, most of those characters were from the Malt Loaf in Conway Folk Club in the days when Lucinda, who was my wife, of course, and that was a good laugh. And he got the characters dead right, actually, as well as the counties.
Yeah. Rimmer was in there. I noticed Rimmer.
Well, Rimmer. I haven't seen Dave Rimmer for a long time.
No.
It was drunk.
Gaffer, I award you a PhD for that effort. That has to be. I mean, how on earth? It must have taken months to put the second verse together. First verse didn't matter at all, but the second run through, it must have taken months.
How
did you do it? Were you on which drugs were you on?
The educational material.
Good man.
With the assistance of the internet and the World Wide Web.
Oh, of course, Wiki is in there. All I can say is that was the word. I'm looking for the word now. What was it? It was stupendous. Has anybody got any other words to offer to describe that performance?
Tour de force.
Phantasmagorical.
Tour de force. Transmogrifical.
Phantasmagorical.
Oh,
phantasmagorical.
I think we're quite. I think we're
phantasmagorical in Irish. Sounds like it.
I think we're quietly impressed, Gaffer. Despite what you think, we're quietly impressed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch to Edna and Stuart and have a little word because they've had some changes in their lives recently, and I think you're superheroes, you two. What have you got to say for yourselves?
Well, one's gone back today. Yes. So we just got one now.
Yeah, well, explain to people what you mean.
Well, I'm a foster carer. Getting a bit long in the tooth, but we're still at it. We keep saying we're going to stop, but then they ring us up and plead. Because no one tends to want teenagers.
No.
They all
and
want
Stuart,
nice little babies.
You're amazing.
Of course, you've been caring for Stuart for all these years as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
He's sitting there quietly. Yeah. How are your thumbs, Stuart? It's time you gave us a bit of a guitar expose again.
I wish I could, Alan, but if you could see the swelling on my hands, on my fingers, it's not very comfortable.
What? Drink more beer is my advice.
Well, I was told by my wife to drink whiskey.
Well,
yeah.
2 smashing bottles of whiskey for Father's Day.
I don't like that word, smashing.
In other words,
Welsh whiskey.
you just have to drink.
Penderfyn Legend.
Legend is lovely.
Penderyn, actually. Penderyn Legend.
I got a Penderyn too, and it was Father's Day a long time ago. So my bottle of Penderyn is just 1 glass away from empty now.
Ooh.
I've had some serious nightcaps. It's been lovely. Maureen, you're over there in Canada.
I think I'm going to get a drink now.
Talk to us about where you are, Maureen. Are you in Vancouver?
I'm in Vancouver, and we're currently having a heat wave. It's going up to 33 degrees this weekend.
How dare you? It's 13 degrees in Prestatyn today. It was.
It's 11 degrees in Capel. It's very cold.
Yeah, the summer's been and gone here.
Everything's crazy these days, just totally crazy.
So have you been surfing today?
Yes, right.
Surfing for songs.
I gave up my surfing a few years ago.
So what have you got for us this evening?
All right. Well,
lovely to see you.
We're actually going to the other side of Canada, to Cape Breton in Nova Scotia. And Alistair McGilvray wrote about his favorite river and reminiscing about a lovely bridge in Cape Breton. Song for the Myra River. Out on the Myra on warm afternoons, old men go fishing with black line and spoons, and if they catch nothing, they never complain. I wish I was with them again. As boys in their boats call to girls on the shore, teasing the ones that they clearly adore. And into the evening the courting begins, and I wish I was with them again. Can you imagine a piece of the universe more fit for princes and kings? I'll trade you 10 of your cities for Marion Bridge and the pleasure it brings. Out on the Myra on soft summer nights, bonfires blaze to the children's delight. They dance round the flames, singing songs with their friends, and I wish I was with them again. And over the ashes the stories are told of witches and werewolves and Oak Island gold. Stars on the river face sparkle and spin. I wish I was with them again. Can you imagine a piece of the universe more fit for princes and kings? I'll trade you 10 of your cities for Marion Bridge and the pleasure it brings. Out on the Myra, the people are kind. They treat you to homebrew and help you unwind. And if you come broken, they'll see that you mend. And I wish I was with them again. Now I'll conclude with a wish you go well. Sweet be your dreams and your happiness swell. I'll leave you here, for my journey begins. I'm going to be with them. I'm going to be with them. I'm going to be with them again. Alistair McGilvray.
Ah, lovely, lovely.
Lovely song. Beautifully sung, Margaret. Maureen.
Oh, Sam.
Well
So
done,
when
Maureen,
we
yeah.
when we stop being on Zoom and we start being like this again, how often are you going to be able to make it, Maureen, to Rill?
The expression that people are using that I hear, that they're meeting in the flesh.
In the flesh, yeah.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, well, face to face. In Welsh, it would be wyneb yn wyneb. A face in a face. I'm not quite sure how that sounds a bit too sensual for me. A face in a
Too
face.
sensual for you?
Absolutely, yes. I've had a very sheltered upbringing. Me, heavens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Maureen, that was lovely. I think I've heard the song as well. I wish I was single again. It's the same tune from a song that is I wish I was single again. Oh, I think so. Cape Breton. There's a right mixture there. Just unmute yourself, Maureen. Tell us a little bit about Cape Breton. It's French and Scottish mixture, isn't it?
Yes, Alistair McGilvery. There's a Scottish name
Oh, yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Yes, it is definitely.
It's like a coming together of two cultures, and is Cape Breton where they play the fiddle and tap their feet at the same time? Is that where that comes from?
And dance. Play the fiddle and dance.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Yeah, because it's very traditional. If you watch Alba TV, Scottish TV, it's all about Cape Breton on there and Gaelic and stuff, and it's really good.
Yeah, I love BBC Alba. It's a great channel.
Me too.
We're going to move on to Carl. Carl has come all the way. He's flying through the air all the way from Holywell, Treffernon, just down. Well, I can't say down the coast really. He's kind of up a lot higher than us. So, Carl, tell us about yourself. We don't know much about you, Carl. We know you come to the folk club, and we know you sing it in. No, you don't sing in Trelawney Choir. You sing in Flint Male Voice Choir.
No, I do sing in Trelawney Male Choir.
Trelawney.
And we've got plans to get back in the hall at Trelawney. Maximum of 28 voices plus musical director and accompanist.
Well, you have to wear masks when you're rehearsing. You have to wear masks.
Yeah, the committee they've sourced some of these. Like I think the best description is a little bit like what the cricketers wear. They're away from the face, and then the mask fits over the frame.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. And,
good luck with that. It's sort of the mask thing and the social distancing is the thing that's really scuppering any plans for us to get back Wyneb face to face again.
It's all social. It's going to be socially distanced, and we've got to go in through one door and out through the other. And
good grief!
We're going to wipe the seats down.
Yeah. Well, I just hope that the government are going to explain to this virus that they've got to leave these VIPs alone when they come to Wembley to watch the final. I'm sure this virus is a very reasonable thing, and surely the government could explain to it that these are very special people. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm sure you're right. Yeah.
I think if it hasn't left the
Enough of my drivel. I'm talking.
VIPs alone.
I'm talking complete bollocks. So off we go to Carl.
Well,
there you go, Carl. You're on.
Can I waste a bit more time because I'm going to sing a tender Irish, very old song tonight, and the name of it's gone. Lark in the Clear Air, and but before I do, we've got the club reaches all over the world, as we know, Russia and States. But I just wanted to mention that I've got 4 brothers actually. You said you didn't know much about me. I've got 4 brothers and a sister, but 3 of my brothers, they're all musicians. Anyway, and Jeff knows my brother John, for instance. Now John lives in France, so every sort of Saturday morning he'll put Real Folk Club on the YouTube and he looks for it. And occasionally I get a message saying, "Was there a folk club last night? I can't find anything on there." And I said, "Be patient, John. Poor Alan hasn't had a chance to put it on there yet." They're an hour ahead, aren't they?
Oh.
And anyway, they'll be pleased tonight because all the three musicians, if you like. Brother Dave lives in Vietnam. He's a good musician. And Brother Steve lives the other side of Hollywood in Pentrahalkin. Now, Steve set the ball rolling years and years ago by trying to play the guitar. And John and Dave usurped him. And I never got anywhere. But point of the story is that John will be listening tomorrow, looking through, and he looks through everything. And he'll be absolutely delighted, as will Dave and Steve, that Alan, you did that Vin Garbett, because they followed him. They've been to endless Vinnie Garbett concerts, so they'll enjoy that. And Steve will also enjoy Bees, the Big Red Bus, because he likes the political side of things, does Steve?
Do they give you feedback when you sing, Carl? Do they give you comments?
They're very, very complimentary. To be fair, no matter what I do, they. They
are you the youngest brother?
No, I'm sort of in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Well, you could always make a sign to poke them in the eye, because it's being recorded, you see. So, is this song for your brothers?
John's had a bit of a turn recently, so he's off work, and he loves listening to Real Folk Club, and he's delighted if I'm actually doing something,
He's the one that listens to it 270 times on a Saturday. Lovely.
Yeah, and then he'll pass the message on, so Steve will get a message, and then Dave in Vietnam eventually wake up. And he might have a listen.
Off you go, Carl. Off you go.
The other thing I just wanted to waste your time with was when you mentioned people using words. It was interesting. And since I've mentioned the lads, my brothers, the little story, my father was a bit of a pianist. I suppose he was an unskilled worker, and he died in 1972. So for extra money, he used to play the piano in all the pubs in Greenfield area, Holywell. And one night, there was a really good pianist playing. I think it must have been the Bull Hotel in Denbigh. And they went, my father, my mother, and two friends went. They said, come and listen to this pianist. So off they went, had a nice evening. And then towards the end of the evening, the pianist had virtually finished, and the barman came over to my dad and said, John, we've had some requests. And my dad said, well, you've got a brilliant pianist here. I've just come for the night out. And he said, yeah, but they're asking for things and she hasn't got the music. So will you get up? So he had to get up then and do an after concert of all the stuff by ear.
Oh, great stuff. Yeah. Lovely story.
This is the lark in the clear air. Try and get a bit. Dear thoughts are in my mind, and my soul soars enchanted as I hear the sweet lark sing in the clear air of the day. For a tender beaming smile to my hope has been granted, and tomorrow she shall hear all my fond heart would say. I shall tell her all my love, all my soul's adoration, and I think she will hear and will not say me nay. It is this that gives my soul all its joyous elation, as I hear the sweet lark sing in the clear air of the day. Dear thoughts are in my mind, and my soul soars enchanted as I hear the sweet lark sing in the clear air of the day, in the clear air of the day. in the clear air of the day.
Hey, beautifully sung,
Wow.
Carl. Beautifully sung.
Wow. I bet none of your three brothers can sing like that.
No,
Carl.
I bet not either. Beautiful, Carl. Really
You've got
well
a very
done.
special voice.
He has, yeah.
It's a top tenor. You're a first tenor in the choir, aren't you? You're a first tenor in the choir, Carl?
Yes, first tenor.
Yeah. The boys that can
Really
reach
shocking,
those
all the girls
notes
back.
that you can reach those notes that John Shepherd only dreams about. That was lovely, and it's a beautiful tune, beautiful song. It's Irish, isn't it?
Yes, an Irish
Yeah, yeah,
1890s, I think.
1890s. There we are.
Around that time.
Somebody wrote that in the 1890s, and there it was. You were giving life to it tonight. It's lovely when you think these people are all gone. They're all gone. The people who wrote them, you know, the Wild Rover. When that first appeared, can you imagine people in the pub saying, "Sing something we know"? When somebody turned up and said, "I've written this song. It's called the Wild Rover." No. Anyway, drivel. I'm driveling on. I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to pass you to the illustrious Jeff Durno.
Hi, evening. I'm sorry I wasn't here for the sound check. I hope this is all right. I should be with John tomorrow night, won't I, Carl? So I'll because it's the guitarist meeting tomorrow night. So we'll see how we get on then. I'm going to want a bit more of your time actually. Because this is being addressed to Maureen, actually.
You're a little bit quiet, Jeff. If it's possible to adjust your microphone up.
Sorry. To me. Is that any better?
Absolutely.
Is that any better?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Will you stop it and just sit there? Do what you're told. What was his name? Stanley, come on, help me out here. Folk singer from the 80s, Stanley...
Accrington,
that's it. Do we all remember Stanley Accrington?
He's still around. I booked him at our club about 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and he'd written about 450 songs since he'd last been to us 15 years before.
Llandudno Folk Club back in the 80s, we'd booked Stanley and he turned up with his girlfriend. And I'll take you back a bit further. Previous to that, Jean and I had been to Manchester to see the Foster and Allen cardboard cutouts that roll on the stage, sing their songs, and then roll off again. They were the worst band I've ever come across for actually interacting with an audience. They just came on, did a song, it was a bit soulless, and they went off. But one of the songs that they did, which took my fancy, was Out on the Mira. But they didn't sing all the verses, Maureen. They only sang, I think there were 3 verses out of about the 5 that there are. And I'd quite liked it, and I scribbled it down in the audience. Anyway, so I'd learnt this thing, and this night when Stanley Accrington came up with his girlfriend, they were sat in the front, and I'd sung this thing a couple of times before on other occasions, Sunday night at the Folk Club, and nobody had heard it before, nobody knew it, and to my surprise, Stanley Accrington's girlfriend sat in the front row and she sang every word, every single word of it. And she came up to me afterwards and she said, "I've never heard anybody do that before. Thank you for doing that." And I said, "Well, where have you heard it before?" Because it was an Irish band that did it. "Oh," she said, "it's the national folk song of Nova Scotia." And she gave me the 2 extra verses that go with it. So, it's going back a long way, so it was nice to hear it tonight. Sorry, Alan, I'm wasting your time.
No. I would love to hear a song with the 3 words Stanley Accrington's girlfriend in the lyrics. That would be a real winner. I'll shut up.
Well, that's something for you to work on for next week then, isn't it? misty on the water, foggy on the dew dawn. I'm sung this for a bit. When I tried to follow after, looked and found you gone. Oh, where did you go? For when it's misty on the water and it's hard to see, looking for a rainbow from a clean shower of rain. Well, you need look no farther, back and sail again, sail with me. For when it's misty on the water, well, it's hard to see. And if you need a harbour, well, to shelter from the storm, well, look no farther. Come sail back unto me and sail to me. For when it's misty on the water, well, it's hard to see, so hard to see, so hard to see.
Oh, yes, Jeff. I don't know about anyone else, but I didn't want that to stop, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't want that to end. That was...
Jeff has a happy knack.
He captures you, doesn't he? He draws you in every song. Amazing.
Jeff, earlier on, I mentioned the fact that people think of the tune as just being the vehicle for the song, for the words, and your guitar playing is, I'm struggling for the words. It is absolutely precise. You know that you go for precision. It's absolutely precise, but it's full of feeling to support the song. So,
well, it's the song that's the important thing, isn't it? That's all.
Yeah.
I've always felt that the song is the important thing. The guitar is secondary to it, but the guitar should support the song.
Well, in your case, I think the two go together and flow along together just beautifully. So
yeah, I think sometimes when people work on the guitar work and they work on precision, it gets colder, if that makes sense. But you've not lost any warmth in your guitar. I'm going to stop now because I'm welling up. I'm welling up.
I don't work on precision, you know.
No, well, you do play very precisely.
Well, everybody's always said that, but I don't intend to try and do that.
No. Well, that's probably the secret then, isn't it? And if precision comes out, so be it. And if it's all over the place, so be it. It doesn't matter. But anyway, that was a lovely rendition. Thank you very much, Jeff. That was delightful. We're moving to Dave.
I missed a verse.
You missed a verse. Well, perhaps we can edit it in.
Do it next week. Yeah,
we're moving to Dave, who has a very surprising hat on this evening. According to... is it a background or is it actually a hat, Dave?
It's a background.
Ah, right. Okay. I thought it was something ethnic, whatever that means. He's disappeared. Where's he gone?
I'm revealing my background.
Well, I'm stunned. Oh, there he is. There he is. It's all very confusing to me, this technology. Dave, we love the stuff you do. What have you got for us?
Well, you mentioned the Carter family earlier, so I thought I'd have a stab at one of those if I can. But Probably not with the accuracy that Jeff drills us with, but. Last night I did wander down by the seashore. The wind it did whistle and the waters did roar. I heard a fair maiden make a pitiful sound. It sounded so lonesome by the waters around. My love's gone and left me, the one I adore. Gone where I never shall see him no more. So I never will marry, I'll be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life. The shells of the ocean shall be my deathbed. Fish in deep water swim over my head. My love's gone and left me, the one I adore. He's gone where I never shall see him no more. So I never will marry, I'll be no man's wife. I intend to live single all the days of my life. The shells of the ocean shall be my deathbed. Fish in deep water swim over my head.
So, those aficionados of the Carter family style, did you hear the melody being played in the bass end of the guitar? That's the key to it. That's what happens. And Mike may not realise it, but that's exactly what he was doing earlier on.
David's dropped out. Where's David? He's come at the bottom.
He's come back. He's come back. He's there at the bottom of the list.
Come back.
There he is.
I pressed the wrong button.
Oh, no.
Mr. Zoom is totally unforgiving if you make a mistake.
Wedi gwthio bottom and anghywir. Dyna ni.
Yn hollol, Alan.
Yeah, dwi'n rhoi ti yn ôl yn y lle. Dyna ni. I'll put you back in your place.
That won't be the first time, will it?
Oh, Dave, that was fabulous. And I've just sent you a chat message, and I need to share it with everybody. You bring a different colour to the club. You the variety of stuff. We thrive on the variety of styles that turn up at this club, and you are one of them. Thank you very, very much. I missed your profundo, basso profundo notes this evening. That was in your tenor, guys, wasn't it?
Well,
because you do get some notes that are utterly I'm
Impossible.
sure that Carl will agree with me. You do sing some notes that are utterly unachievable because they're somewhere in the bowels of the earth. Some of these notes.
Absolutely.
I mean that as a compliment. That's a compliment. That is. And we're going to move to Hampshire, and Paul is waiting very, very patiently there.
So patiently, turned up late. Yep, that's it.
Oh, no. It's nice to see you, Paul. Always lovely to see you. And what have you got for us this evening?
Well, actually, I wasn't sure what I was going to sing, but I've just been inspired by Jeff mentioning Stanley Accrington. That I know a Stanley Accrington song, so there we go. Stanley Accrington was a station master in his day job. Hence
Accrington Stanley Football
hence
Club.
This song, which is his most covered song, I think, which all the place names in it are centred on railway lines that ran into Rochdale, where he was station master. If I close my eyes sometimes, I still smell the smoke, as old Fred the porter slams doors, a nod to the guard after a glance at the clock, and the train is in motion once more. In the Saddleworth Hills, on a sultry warm day, the rattle of wheels echoes on. But it's all in me mind. When I wake up I'd find that the last train to Bacup was gone. I can stand in the car park remembering old tales of a station that's long since pulled down, and of fly-shunted wagons as they ran off the rails, ending up in the centre of town. Now the juggernauts carry what's left of the trade, with their cotton bales piled high upon. Where I worked with me mates is housing estates now. The last train for Royton's gone. And at 3 in the morning, when I used to sign on, I lie awake half in a dream, as a guard on a special that's bound for the coast, with a 460 getting up steam. We got packages for printers, pigeons to release, spare seats after Haywood, not one. Now they jump on a plane, well, they soon will, for a fortnight in Spain, while the last train to Fleetwood is gone. While at Measurement's Halt, where the tracks have been lifted, the platform is all overgrown. There's just willow and scrub where the Delft donkey ran. Nature has claimed back her own. Down the Rossendale Valley on a crisp autumn day, candy floss wisps of smoke linger on. Am I dreaming aloud? Sure it seems like a cloud, for the last train from Dobcross has gone. In the Saddleworth Hills, on a sultry warm day, the rattle of wheels echoes on. But it's all in me mind. When I wake up I'd find the last train to Bacup gone.
Ah, delightful.
Brilliant.
haven't heard that for years.
Oh, shows the sensitive side of people who put on a fun night, guests, professionals that put on a fun night, but they've got a sensitive side too, and that's just lovely. You can't beat a nostalgia song. So that was Stanley Accrington wrote that. Is that what?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there we are. We don't get many Stanley Accrington songs.
Well, he's quite. He's one of those people who sort of can only do his own material in a way, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, you can learn some of them, but they, like Jeremy Taylor and people like that, they rely quite a lot on the delivery.
Yeah.
So maybe that one's so covered because it is a bit more melodic and is easier to learn as a song.
Yeah. When you're talking about these towns up north, you don't get nosebleeds then, Paul, no?
What are you suggesting?
People from the south seldom come up north.
My mother's from Eccles, just before you get
there we are then. Eccles. And the original Eccles is Eglwys, which is a Welsh word, Brythonic. Eccles means church. There we are. I'll shut up now and I'll move on. Margaret. Oh, I thought I'd do that because I have the power. Margaret shaking her head. Margaret sent me a message saying, "Not tonight, Josephine. I'll do one next week." So you've all heard it here. Margaret's going to do a song for us next week. And that's
didn't want to do one either.
Yeah. Lovely, good news. I've got a little song for you. I'm going to just strap a guitar to myself and take a deep breath because I've got the last of my Penderyn. Here it is, the last of my Penderyn. There's a little water involved, but it loosens up the loosens up the voice box. And I've got a song.
Water of life, you mean?
Ah, yeah.
I've got a bottle here, Alan.
Oh, I went through something today. Did anybody recognise this? It was the beginning of the Bookends album, Bookends from Simon & Garfunkel. So that's a kind of introduction to the fact that this is not a Simon & Garfunkel song. Time it was. And this is a song by Ralph McTell. I hope it sounds like an Irish song. And it's got a great singing chorus. It's called From Clare to Here. That's the song. Well, there's four who share this room, and we work hard for the crack. Sleep late on Sundays, I never get to Mass. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It gets further by the day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Friday comes around, Leslie's always into fighting. Me ma would like a letter home, but I'm too... John and Leslie have joined us. I'm sorry, I'm spooked because John and Leslie are muted, but they've joined us. I'll carry on though. Me ma would like a letter home, but I'm too tired for writing. Come on. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further by the day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It almost breaks my heart when I think of Josephine. Said that I'd be coming home with pockets full of green. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further by the day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Now I thought I heard a fiddle play, or was it just a notion? Dreamed I saw white horses dancing on that other ocean. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further by the day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further by the day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here.
Oh, yes.
Telegraph.
Fabulous,
Right.
fabulous, Alan, fabulous.
John and Leslie Shepherd.
Hey!
These Cheshire people have just joined us.
What are you doing here?
How are you? Tell us about yourselves.
Well, the worse for the drink.
No surprise there, really.
I think you've some idea what's going on today, Alan, but as days go, today's been moderately shit.
Bless you.
All our stuff on
Moderately shit.
yes. We moved all out and we were meant to be moving in today. And then wrong quiz last night.
We're not hearing you very well, John. Just lean forward.
I'm 6 inches from the tablet.
You are.
We got up this morning about 5:30 because I wanted an early start. The removal men were coming. My young man says, follow the bin. And I noticed there was an email saying, phone me urgently, Alistair Dean from the removal. So we thought he won't give us anything for phoning him. And one of our lads has been nabbed by your face and things can work. So I will remove the thing over the bed was in the pan. So we are in a culinary hotel room.
Well, I'm hoping most people got the gist of that.
We did, yeah.
Got a bit of it.
Yeah. Leslie's looking very philosophical in the background there.
Or is that drunk?
Is that single malt philosophical?
Yeah.
Well, quite right too. Listen, everybody in this club across the world wishes you well in your new home. You know that.
Yes.
And it's a pig that you've had so much trouble, trial and tribulation along the way.
Oh.
And we're expecting by next Friday you'll be sorted. You'll have your broadband issues sorted.
John, we hope so, because he's been out of control tonight, mate.
I've been utterly
out of control here tonight. We haven't been round once yet. We haven't got round once.
Oh no, we have. We've done once.
Just.
I've just started the second half. I'm going to go to Brian. I'm going to cut everybody off and go to Brian and Sue for 2. Brian and Sue for 2.
Go on, Margaret, turn them off.
Right. Margaret, do your bit. And Brian and Sue are with us. Thank you, Brian and Sue. 2 from you, please.
All right.
Are
thank
you sure?
you.
Are we going to be going on after 12?
Well, we've just come on. I don't want to for this pair. I'm going to be off.
You're going? No, you're going off.
Right.
All right.
He started being rude. He started being rude again as soon as he's got it.
All right. Well, it's just as well we can't hear then, isn't
John,
it?
Leslie and Helen and Mike have missed you terribly this evening. I just mentioned if you need to get rid of that vitriol, just think about it. But at the moment, we're going to Brian and Sue. Brian and Sue.
Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
This is a song I'm sure you'll all recognise. It's probably made famous by being a John Lewis advert song in 2013.
Christmas time.
Christmas song, yeah, John Lewis Christmas advert. And it was written by Keane, but this version was Lily Allen's.
Across an empty land, I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet, sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. If you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. end of everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know.
Oh!
Hey! Way!
Who would,
Thank you.
who would think you could do that with a song like that? We've had Ralph McTell, we've had Stanley Accrington, we've got Keane. That's a lovely version. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And your next one?
Right. Well, this one's a Neil Young song. But you might more recognise it from Prelude. It's After the Gold Rush. Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armour come and saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers drumming and the archers split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. I was lying in a burned out basement with a full moon in my eye. I was hoping for a replacement when the sun burst through the sky. There was a band playing in my head and I felt like getting high. I was thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Well, I dreamed I saw the silver spaceships flying in the yellow haze of the sun. There were children crying and colors flying all around the chosen ones. All in a dream, all in a dream. The loading had begun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
That has to be dedicated to John and Leslie. To a new home in the sun.
Absolutely.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
The sun will be shining.
Nights are drawing in. Don't forget.
Is it a new home?
It's not hearing you, John.
Swan, actually, is it? Is it a new home in the Swan? Really?
Ah, brilliant. Yeah, spot on.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've lost now. Michael's, look at him there. He's just ready to give us some stuff, Michael, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Excited? Are you excited, Mike?
Oh, I'm thrilled.
I can see. Yeah, you're quivering. You're quivering. I'm going to shut myself up and let you carry on. Off you go, Mike.
This song is called "In the Month of January." It's on the same theme as the last one I did. Actually, it's a sort of a love affair that went wrong. But this is about a girl who was taken advantage of by the son of the owner of the house where she was a servant, and she was made pregnant and just thrown out. But anyway, in the month of January. It was in the month of January, the hills all clad with snow, as o'er the hills and valleys with my love I did go. 'Twas there I met a fair young maid, with a salt tear in her eye. She had a baby in her arms, and bitter did she cry. Cruel was my father, who barred the door to me, and cruel was my mother, that dreadful deed to see. And cruel was my own true love, that he changed his mind for gold. And cruel was the winter wind, that pierced my heart with cold. The taller that a pine tree grows, the sweeter is the bark, and the sweeter that a young man speaks, the falser is his heart. For he'll kiss you and embrace you, till he thinks he has you won. Then he'll go away and leave you, all for some other one. So come all you fair and handsome girls, a warning take by me, and never seek to build your nest up in a higher tree. For the green leaves they will wither, and the branches will decay, and the beauty of your own true love will surely fade away. 'Twas in the month of January, the hills all clad with snow, as o'er the hills and valleys with my love I did go. 'Twas there I met a fair young maid, with a salt tear in her eye. She had a baby in her arms, and bitter did she cry.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful, Mike.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, it's Alan.
Hello. Good evening. Evening, John and Leslie. Leslie looks like she's about to explode. Are you okay? This is not a proper song, by the way. I'm sorry about this. This is a song, I suppose it's about emotion. It's called Paper Heart. Sitting in the sunshine, staring at the paper, waiting for the words to appear.
as thoughts of you pass through me, listening for the words you might say. Paper heart, wish to part in my despair. Paper heart, with all the love I've left to share. Paper heart, thrown away without a care. Feelings floating in the air. As if struck by lightning, I started writing endless thoughts and words in my mind. Words were flowing, but I'd no way of knowing what words would end up on the page. Paper heart, ripped apart in my despair. Paper heart, with all the love I've left to share. Paper heart, thrown away without a care. Feelings floating in the air. Tears were a-flowing without anybody knowing whether I'm happy or sad. Couples walk together as if they've got forever, a vision that I once had with you. Paper heart, ripped apart in my despair. Paper heart, with all the love I've left to share. Paper heart, thrown away without a care. Feelings floating in the air. I write them down, I fill the page, release the passion, release the rage. Now my heart is mended, sad memories suspended, only smiles and laughter lie behind. Life starts again tomorrow, where it's full of tears and sorrow, but the paper heart's still drifting in my mind. Paper heart, ripped apart in my despair. Paper heart, with all the love I've left to share. Paper heart, thrown away without a care. Feelings floating in the air. Feelings floating in the air. Thank you.
Always with passion, Al. Always with passion.
It's a difficult one because I recorded that, but because I never tended to sing it as a solo. It was always a recording number, so I've had slide guitar and that sort of stuff behind it. So I don't sing it like that very often because my guitar is not really up to it, if you know what I mean.
Just remember, the tune is merely...
I know what you say, old boy.
merely the vehicle for the song to be communicated. We're going to go to Izzy. Whose dog's that, Izzy? Is that your dog, Izzy? Is it your dog? Guilty as charged.
It's my Galaxy. Look, there he is.
Galaxy?
Come here, Galaxy.
That's a phone.
Here he is.
Right. No, I've got a phone called Galaxy. Oh, a
I've
room.
got a chocolate lab. You've upset him now.
Oh, we'll
You've upset him.
No.
He's a chocolate Labrador.
Galaxy.
So he's called Galaxy.
Will he involve himself in the choruses? That's the thing. Right, time's moving on, Izzy.
Right,
time's moving on. Off you go. Off you go.
I'm going. Within the woodland. No, I'm not going there. Within the woodlands, flurry gladed, by the oak tree's mossy roots, the shining grass blades timber shaded, softly treading underfoot, and birds do whistle overhead, and water's bubbling in its bed, and there for me the apple tree do lean down low in Linden Lea. When leaves that lately were a springing now do fade within the copse, and painted birds do hush their singing up upon the timber tops, and brown-leaved fruits are turning red in cloudless sunshine overhead, with fruit for me the apple tree do lean down low in Linden Lea. Let other folk make money faster in the air of dark-roomed towns. I do not dread a peevish master, though no man may heed my frowns. I be free to go abroad, or take again my homeward road, to where for me the apple tree do lean down low in Linden Lea.
Nice,
Rosie. Can be.
Lovely.
That's just delightful. Thank you, Izzy.
You're too
I know
kind, Alan.
you stopped on a copse then, didn't you?
I did. I coughed on a copse.
If this was the real world, we could edit that out, you see, but no.
Nah, don't
no.
worry.
That's how it came. That's how it came.
I don't care. I'd have to look.
Oh, Linden Lea.
People believe that Ralph Vaughan Williams wrote that tune, but actually he collected
Yes, that's right.
He collected
Yes.
it from a man,
Yeah.
and the founder of our folk club actually knew the source singer. I don't know what his name was, but
Be about 103 now, wouldn't he?
if he's still there, yes. The founder of our club is dead. So, but yes.
1958, I think he died.
Lonnie Donegan did a lot of the same thing, claiming songs as his own.
Not sure whether Ralph Vaughan Williams did or whether other people have because he set it. Whether people have kind of thought
He did set that, yeah.
We can let him
Oh,
on.
lovely. Pentatonic scale and things.
Yeah,
That's
we were taught that in primary school, believe it or not.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
It didn't do you a lot of good, David?
No, but I can tell you that the headmaster who was teaching us music did ask me to keep quiet even at that age.
Oh no.
Oh,
And you bear the
bless.
scars. You bear the... Mind you, we have heard your Oliaki key, haven't we?
You have, and you don't like it, do you?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I bet Alan's headmaster asked him to keep quiet too quite a lot.
Yeah. I meet so many people who say I can't sing, and I say, why can't you sing? Teacher told me to mime.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the music, Alan.
Right, we're going to move on. David's
Music's only a
David,
vehicle.
Control him, Margaret. Margaret, you got to control him.
David, ti ar y
Hello.
llwyfan. Ar y llwyfan.
Okay, right.
He's not going to sing. It's
Wait a minute, it's John trying to say something here.
He's running out of time. He's going to screw this up badly. He's going to be going on till midnight here. He hasn't.
Well, yes, and so many people keep talking, John. That's very true. Anyway, right. I am going to do two things. The first thing is 4 lines long. The second thing, I think, is 18, of which one line is one word. But I'm starting off with something that's a combination of Anon and My Bad Self. And this is the 4-line thing. You'll realise the date today is June the 25th. Now, does that make you think about anything such as?
Yeah, payday today.
Right. It's halfway to Christmas. It's halfway to Christmas, and here in the house, nothing is stirring but a purple wood louse. And the weather's freezing, so no stockings are worn at this time of year, but your legs are freezing. Are they not, dear? Right. That's the first thing I'm doing. The second thing I'm doing is the 19-line effort, and I'll tell you who wrote it at the end. Right. Every night she'd come to me, I'd cook for her, I'd pour her tea. She was in her 30s then, had made some money, lived with men. We'd lay us down to give and get beneath the white mosquito net. And since no counting had begun, we lived 1,000 years in one. The candles burned, the moon went down, the polished hill, the milky town, transparent, weightless, luminous, uncovering the two of us on that fundamental ground where love's unveiled, unleashed, unbound, and half the perfect world is found. Leonard Cohen. Thank you.
Leonard Cohen was a poet before he was a singer.
That's
and
right,
he
yes.
published books of poetry and made tuppence and threepence in Canada. And somebody said to him, just learn the guitar and put some tunes in and you'll make a fortune.
Wasn't that Judy Collins?
I think it might have been, yes.
Yeah.
Your poems need tunes. That's it. That's it. That's how it works. Right, we're going to T. Gwyn. Look at T. Gwyn now. Look at T. Gwyn. His groin is loaded. No. His
right, we need to
loins are girded. His loins are girded.
John was right. We're going to be here all night if we don't get a move on. This is a song called Clocks and Spoons. Clocks and spoons and empty rooms, it's raining out tonight. What a way to end the day, turning out the light. Shoot the moon right between the eyes. I'm sending most of me to sunny countryside. Running through skies of blue, rolling in the sun. Every day has a way, overcoming one. Shoot the moon right between the eyes. I'm sending most of me to sunny countryside. Don't know how I did that now, wonder where it's gone. Must have spent the day I went waiting for the dawn. Shoot the moon right between the eyes. I'm sending most of me to sunny countryside. Shoot the moon right between the eyes. sign. Oh, there we go.
Nice one, Gwyn.
That was a lovely balanced sound, Gwyn.
It was, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I think it's the best I've heard.
Yeah,
I've
I've
perfect.
no idea what happened there.
It's getting dangerous now, you see.
I reckon whoever was watching that Netflix movie Income has ended it and gone to bed. So the internet's free.
Well, the pub's open again, so they're probably all down there.
Danani. Look at Helen and Mike girding their loins. John, have you something to say to Helen and Mike this evening? Because they've had an easy ride so far.
We have. Well, not only that, we've actually had compliments.
They were ironic, I think.
Okay. It's the custom in Surrey for men to go into Waitrose and buy bunches of roses for their loved ones, for their boyfriends, their girlfriends, for other people's wives, etc. And this song is about that. Pardon me, I need to buy some roses. Would you wrap them in some paper and a bow? For a long time I forgot how much he loves them. So now every day I make sure to bring some home. I buy her roses, sweet, sweet roses. Heaven knows that she deserves the very best. I buy her roses, pretty roses, 'cause loving her is as good as love can get.
He buys me roses, sweet red roses.
Yes, ma'am, and a card with love to someone special. But she will never have to wonder if I care. Then someday, if she should come back home again, there'll be a house full of roses waiting there. I buy her roses, sweet, sweet roses. Heaven knows that she deserves the very best. I buy her roses, pretty roses, 'cause love
but I deserve the very best. He buys me roses, pretty roses, 'cause loving is as good as love can get.
Yes, loving her was as good as loving it.
Way!
As always for having us.
I don't know what you've done about your sound, Michael. Obviously, Helen must have set up the sound this
Yeah.
evening, because that's the best balanced sound you've had, I think. Well, I think so.
I just wish I know what I'd done.
Well, leave it how it is. Mark, take a photograph of the settings.
Note all these compliments about the sound when John and Leslie aren't running it.
We live in hope.
That was delightful. Love your harmonies. Thank you so much. Now we're off to Gaffer. Gaffer's here. There he is. Look, he'll unmute himself now.
Here I am. I had a lovely 20-verse song with innumerable permutations of its verses, but I thought I'd let you off as we were a little bit short of time.
We'll get the big hook. We'll pull you off stage, yeah.
Even though my last song only had the one verse in it. And I'm very glad that John and Leslie remembered not to put all the whiskey in the van. You obviously saw this coming. Well done. Righto. This comes from a request made by the very self-same Cheshire dentist that I should familiarise myself with the word brevity. And so not only that, I decided it was going to be a short song. It was going to be about brevity, and the longest word in the song would be brevity. We don't. Oh yes, we do. We have David. He's a useful crossword puzzler. He kicked up that if you put sweet and brevity together, it's longer. Well, if you put anything together, it's longer, isn't it? Really? Yes. Unless one of them's negative. Right.
There you go. It doesn't have to.
Gaffer Ferris is a man whose songs go on and on and on and on and on. And on and on and on and on and on, and he was never famed for his sweet brevity. Now brevity, it is a 7-letter word, not short at all, at least that's what I've heard. And in this song, as you shall hear and see, you'll find no longer word than sweet brevity. Some count each minute and some count each verse. Some count each hour and some snore, some curse. But none of you will e'er obsess like me. I count each letter for sweet brevity. If this song's long, then it is not my fault. I get to letter 6 and there I halt. No 7-letter word can slip past me, apart that is from my sweet brevity. It is for short songs that I do crave fame, and should they prove too long, you are to blame. For far more brief this little song would be had you not asked me for sweet bread.
Now that's a telegraphed ending.
You were in that now.
I think McCafferty was in there somewhere, but I'm not sure. Lovely stuff, Gaffer. Thank you very, very much. Now, Maureen, in Canada, it must be about time for high tea, is it? Do you have high tea?
25 to 3.
Oh, there we are. 25 minutes, you can have a cup of tea. 25 minutes, most of these people will be in bed. But
yeah.
There we are. So what do you have for us? A little gem, I'm sure.
I have a traditional Mexican folk song, particularly popular with children because it speaks to the rooster, the chicken, and the little baby chicks. De Colores, the colors of Mexico. De colores en visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son la pajarita quien vienen de fuera. De colores es en arcoíris que vemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Canta el gallo con el kiri, 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 kiri. ¡Woo! La gallina con el cara, 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 cara. Los polluelos con el pío, 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 pío. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
So, was that Welsh? That was Spanish, wasn't it? Was it Mexican Spanish? Because they all have different Spanishes, don't they?
Sí, Mexicana.
Yeah. And also Brazilian Portuguese is very different from Portuguese from Portugal, I believe. There we are. Educational, if a gaffer, educational. This evening's been educational.
This is always an education.
Oh, yes. Yes.
To attend this well-established, over 50-year-old, 57-year-old club.
Yes, this year. Yeah, 57. Yeah,
that is right. Yeah.
Talking about being
about
50...
history because it hadn't begun when we started the club. Well, when you started the club, not I. I claim no credit.
No.
I just wrecked it later.
Me neither. And talking of 57-year-olds, here's Carl. That's a guess, Carl. That's a guess.
No,
How far out am I?
62 I am.
Oh, you never are. You never are.
I've got nothing more tonight, Al.
All right. Okay. Then we have no choice but to pass you on to the push the plunger in people.
No.
Chaz and Jan, no, they're not going to upset John and Leslie. They've had enough trauma.
We were going to, but we decided not to.
Oh, they'd love it. They'd love it. Leslie would love it, I'm sure. John, I'm not. Oh, yeah, they are. You get a thumbs up from Leslie. Anyway, over to you, Chas and Jan.
Yes, we're going to continue the education theme. We're glad Gaffer's here because we've been inspired by Gaffer and his Dictator song. And this one's also for you, Alan. It's all about some great composers. It's a song by Palin and Jones. Beethoven's gone, but his music lives on, and Mozart don't go shopping no more. You'll never meet Liszt or Brahms again, and Elgar doesn't answer the door. Schubert and Chopin used to chuckle and laugh whilst composing a long symphony. But 150 years later, there's very little of them left to see. They're decomposing composers, there's nothing much anyone can do. You can still hear Beethoven, but Beethoven cannot hear you. Handel and Haydn and Rachmaninoff enjoyed a nice drink with their meal. But nowadays no one will serve them, and the gravy is left to congeal. Verdi and Wagner delighted the crowds with a highly original sound. The pianos they played are still working, but they're both 6 feet underground. They're decomposing composers, there's less of them every year. You can say what you like to Debussy, but there's not much of him left to hear. They're decomposing composers, there's less of them every year. You can say what you like to Debussy, but there's not much of him left to hear.
Oh, Dio!
Oh, I think that's the shortest song we've ever heard from you.
Yes,
you could fit in the plunger song, couldn't you?
It's a damper, not a plunger.
Oh, it's a damper. Oh, bloody hell! There we are.
Out.
There we are. I blame the last glass. This is the last glass of my Penderyn.
Oh.
Sila Tadai, that's Father's Day, Penderyn. I said, don't buy me whiskey, I'll drink it. But they did, and yet they did. So, right, we're moving on to Mr. Durno, who's been waiting very, very patiently. Look at that face. That's a very, very patient face. Jeffrey, off you go.
Okay, it's been a strange week. I've managed to sell my business this week. I've managed to get listed for a hip operation this week, and I tried to play this song this afternoon and couldn't. So I'm going to try and do it again tonight. And if it all goes pear-shaped, I've got to go and fetch Her Who Must Be Obeyed from a Friends in Reels afterwards song.
Jeff, think positive, Jeff. Think positive.
I am thinking positive. Well, out across the Mississippi, out on the open plains, through Indian territory, where the sky begins to rain. In a rundown, dirty honky-tonk sits a drifting tumbleweed, thumbing through magazines that he can't even read. Tumbleweed remembers how the West was won and lost, the homestead out in the Dust Bowl, where everybody paid the cost. Well, and the great white father promised to treat his children all the same, back when Indian Territory weren't Oklahoma's name. But tumbleweed keeps rolling, rolls from town to town. It ain't easy for a half-breed kid, well, to try to settle down. Tumbleweed keeps rolling, can't find no place to rest, for the desert wind blows tumbleweed, spirit of the West. With his boot heels tapping time to a flat top box guitar, he's the local guitar hero, and he plays straight from the heart. Well, and his tip jar is a jumble of worn out dollar bills, and he makes his bread and groceries from the local bar and grills. When he starts playing his old guitar, the people are standing a stare, and when he starts singing the songs he wrote, well, there's magic in the air. For he can mend your wounded heart, he can set your spirit free, and he can make you feel the very best of the best that you can be. The tumbleweed keeps rolling, he rolls from town to town. It ain't easy for a half-breed kid, well, to try and settle down. The tumbleweed keeps rolling, can't find no place to rest, but where the desert wind blows tumbleweed, spirit of the West. So if you cross Mississippi and hit out on those open plains, you pass through Indian Territory where the sky begins to rain. And if you're feeling kind of rootless and you got no place to go, just remember tumbleweed, he's the spirit of the West.
Lovely, Jeff.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
It's easy to remember. Dragon's Breath is. Do you remember that that mad cowboy that came on? He was talking about tumbleweed, wasn't he?
Yes.
It was not a Native American plant. It came from Russia or somewhere. I can't think which country. And it just invaded America. So it's not actually a true-born American.
It's a
imported.
diaspora.
Yeah, it was imported, yeah.
It's a diaspora because as it ages, it separates from its roots.
That's right. And it's it's
It
amazing.
blows itself along until it finds somewhere to rest up against.
Interesting.
Gaffer, it continues to be educational this evening, doesn't it?
That is the norm. That is what I expect of this
Absolutely.
erudite company.
Yeah, and erudite. Oh, now Jeffrey,
I'm going to say good night anyway because I've got to go and pick up.
Okay, Jeffrey,
What were you gonna
thank
say,
you very
Alan?
much. Thank you very
Just
much
Gav.
for your contribution. Now piss off.
Right, Jeff.
There he goes.
Yeah, but
I could-
dream
I could-
me and wake up screaming.
Yeah. I could eject him from the meeting, you know. I have the power to eject him, but he'll go
eject
of his own
himself.
accord.
Bye.
Dave H, how are you? Are you ready for us?
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, go for it, go for it.
This is a Don Williams tune. Was referenced to him earlier, and he's also a very good source. So this is one of his. Had a way to go. We finally broke it all. Had a way to go. We can't even talk or cry or even say goodbye. Had a way to go. Didn't you believe me when I loved you? I guess you thought that we were playing games. All this time to think I've thought I've known you. I guess I only ever knew your name. Had a way to go. You finally broke it all. Had a way to go. We can't even talk or cry or even say goodbye. Had a way to go. Thought you knew I lived my life just for you. There was just no price too big to pay. Though I know you know I still live for you. Feelings that you show won't let me stay. I had a way to go. You finally broke it all. I had a way to go. We can't even talk or cry or even say goodbye. I had a way to go. I had a way to go.
Dave, you're like the custard on our rhubarb. You are. It settles us down, doesn't it? Listening to Dave,
Yeah.
you just think there are still people around who sing like that. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Certainly deep notes to start with, that one.
Oh.
Low.
Basso profundo. He can go lower than no man has ever known.
Mariana Trench sort of stuff.
And that's my link. That's my link, Paul. And talking of lower than any man has ever known, is Paul Clark. Off you go, Paul. Off you go.
Right, here we go. They were saying yesterday that this was the last chance this year to see a supermoon. It was a strawberry moon last night. Anyway, and this song mentions bits and pieces in the night sky, rather more metaphorically than that. Tonight your love is over. Tomorrow it will all be put away, like the clouded ruins of a god, a pharaoh put aside against a rainy day. And your silent eyes are crying that tomorrow is to be so very soon. The The silver coins in your pocket are sighing with envy of the moon. Tonight the high times finish, tomorrow sends you both back to square one. Like a burning moth, you kind of wish you could have settled down into a longer run. But your silent eyes are crying that the daytime has already half begun. The stars outshone in the east are dying of envy of the sun. Tonight your love is over, tomorrow it will all be as you were. Like a captain broken in the field, ce n'est pas magnifique, mais c'est la guerre. And your silent eyes are crying that tomorrow is to be so very soon. The silver coins in your pocket are crying for envy of the moon. The silver coins in your pocket are sighing for envy of the moon.
Oh, that was delightful. Oh, no. Explain to people what you've done with your guitar, because that accompaniment from your guitar is just wonderful.
Yeah, basso profondo. No, it's just a classical guitar, but with the bottom, the bass 4 strings are on the top, and then just some extra to it. So it's an F sharp bass effectively. So it's not quite a full octave bass.
So you've got some big fat strings.
They're not that
on the
fat.
bottom
I had to file the nut out a little bit, which was a slight mistake because it's lowered the action, which is not very good for a very big bass string. But I've been able to tweak it enough and adapt my technique.
The sound is like, I know Alan's got a baritone guitar, haven't you, Al?
Oh, right, okay.
And you use it for lower songs that need
It's got the same sound as that, yeah.
a richer
So
sound.
people say that the Zoom particularly suits it. I mean, people have heard it live say that the
Yeah.
Zoom is particularly favourable to it.
I think I shall be on Amazon tomorrow looking for baritone guitars.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah. It's something that's missing from my wall. There we are. I'm gonna finish the evening.
It's been an out of control evening, sort of. A lot of talking
Has
tonight.
it? Well, I think John will take that as a compliment.
It's been fun, actually.
I've had some Penderyn. I've got the last of it here, and I'm gonna.
Is that South Walian or is that Llandud nor Penderyn?
No. It's from the Brecon Beacons from Brecknockshire, as it used to be called.
They've just opened up in my children's old school.
What, Penderyn?
Yes, a school of which I used to be a governor. It's the first distillery I've ever come close to running.
Right, we have a song. It's a Ewan MacColl song, but as usual, Ewan MacColl puts too many verses in his songs, And now that he's dead, he can't sue me. So here's a song. The 30-foot trailer or Life of a Rover. It's a good chorus, so do sing along. The old ways are changing, you cannot deny. The way of the traveller is over. There's nowhere to go and there's nowhere to buy. So farewell to the 30-foot trailer. Chorus. Farewell to the tent and the old caravan. To the dinker, the gypsy, the travelling man. And farewell to the life of a rover. I'll try harder. Farewell to the cant and the Romany tongue. Farewell to the Romany talking. The buying, the selling, the old fortune telling. They are knocking the door on the hawking. Farewell to the tent and the old carrot, to the tinker, the gypsy, the travelling man. Farewell to the life of a rover. Farewell to the pony, the cob and the mare. The reins and the harness are idle. You don't need a strap when you're breaking up scrap. So farewell to the bit and the bridle. Come on. Farewell to the tent and the old caravan. To the tinker, the gypsy, the travelling man. And farewell to the life of a rover. You've got to move fast to keep up with the times, for these days a man cannot dander. There's a bylaw to say you must be on your way, and another to say you can't wander. Come on. Farewell to the tent and the old caravan, to the tinker, the gypsy, the travelling man. Farewell to the life of a rover. Farewell to the tent and the old caravan, to the tinker, the gypsy, the travelling man. Farewell to the life of a rover.
Great evening. Thank you very much.
I blame the Penderyn. I buy ar y Penderyn. The blame lies totally on the Penderyn. I was okay till I got the Penderyn.
I think Penderyn should be supplied to all of us next week.
This is the last of it.
It's got nothing to do with all the cans of beer and the bottles of beer beforehand. Nothing.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
How very dare you?
Absolutely. It's been a lovely
Want
evening.
any more of that beer, Alan? I'll do you a delivery from Liverpool.
There. You say, oh, you say.
You haven't drunk You haven't drunk 100 bottles already, have you, Al?
No.
Just
It was 10 bottles.
99.
Yeah, I'm well on the way. So we've had a lovely evening, and Margaret has shone like a little star. She's been muting people, even if they didn't even notice you were muting them, Margaret.
Educational night. It's been very educational. It's certainly taught me a lesson.
You'll never do it again.
Don't talk anything about that Alan Jones.
I would draw your attention to the faces of John and Leslie. They are seriously relaxed. Look at them.
I know.
You mean pissed?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
You know, that homeless moonlight. That's where they are at the moment. Homeless.
Oh.
Bless them. Well, good luck to you in your new home, you two.
Yeah, good luck, John. Good luck, Leslie. Hope all goes well tomorrow.
And let's hope that the man that delivers your furniture delivers all of your
house.
furniture.
And what's left of your whiskey.
And the rest of the whiskey, yeah.
My furniture on eBay tomorrow.
Yeah, probably.
Liverpool. That's always a possibility, isn't it? Yeah.
Fell off the back of a lorry that wasn't moving.
Sounds like a Vin Garbutt song, that one.
It does. Right, I'm going to stop the recording now. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. Stop the recording, and then you can all swear like Billy O. 3, 2, 1.